get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans.
Here's Khalif Raymond to return.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. In season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end, any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was, because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Throwing on third, Goff. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. A big play there for Detroit. 64 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost, and number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Going up the gut, Montgomery. Oh, some strong running. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. David Montgomery from 17 yards out. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge.
Previous play is under review.
did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now 2nd and 3. In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this will wind up a Saints first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Carr. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Alex Anzalone. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Carr. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? It used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems. 1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, on is Lou Hedley to punt for New Orleans. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And this will be taken at the 13. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. Powering forward. And he works free. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
He had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film
Let me
review.
see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept turning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 9. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 42. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Caught by Montgomery. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Now it's Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. Brock Wright. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here's Carr. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Carr to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Kamara up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And here's the former Lion, a fan favorite. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Carr now on first down. The pass caught by Olave. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Now a play fake, Carr. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Carr again. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen. And it sets up a 3rd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's third and a few inches. To throw, it's Carr. And he is caught. And the Saints are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on third and inches.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Now Carr. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. In that first half, it was David Montgomery who proved to be tough to stop. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys...
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On first down, Carr.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Carr. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he gets this up past the 40.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. .42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. A 10th carry for Kamara. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw his Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Carr gonna throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On play action. Now Carr. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've got their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams
will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Carr. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So after the field goal, back out is Groupie to send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and 8. Now it's gone. That is intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
So time for Carr and the Saints. Down 14-6. Just over 1:40 to play. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Throwing his Carr. Into the hands of Perry, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
That's caught by Johnson.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Carr to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Here it is, 4th and inches. Now Carr, gotta have this one. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a two-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's two-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were